Inside the game. Where's the food? Oh, a different section. Okay, oh, tomorrow. Okay. Our series taking you behind the scenes of the NFL.
This morning, an exclusive look at one of the most coveted training camps in all of sports, really, and bringing it to us, NBC's Kaylee Hartung. Hey, Kaylee.
Hey, good morning, guys. For the first time, the NFL let our cameras inside these rooms. We've all watched as some of our most beloved players have made the jump from the field to the broadcasting booth. And let me tell you, it is much, much harder and much more competitive than it looks. And sometimes that work starts before they've even finished playing while they're still active players. And sometimes it starts actually right here.
They're some of the NFL's most seasoned veterans. But for 3 days this offseason, they traded the locker room for a classroom, like Panthers quarterback Andy Dalton.
There's so much knowledge and so much about the business that you don't know when you're just a player.
Welcome to the NFL Broadcasting Boot Camp.
The advice you are going to get, there's thousands of other people who want to be in these seats who are not going to get it.
Where once a year, a select few players learn what it takes to cover a game.
We're here to talk about being a game analyst today. There's a lot more that goes into that than you probably ever dreamed.
From the producers who do it every week.
You're not in the hot take business when you're doing a game. You can take us to places that we have never gone.
Training current and recently retired players for potential roles calling the game in the broadcast booth or analyzing it in the studio, like Panthers quarterback Andy Dalton, seen here in his demo reel from the workshop.
Now he's getting a chance to go to Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin already has that thing set up. He knows exactly what he wants. You're getting it from the top level people of this is exactly what we're wanting, exactly what we're looking for, and exactly what's going to make you the best version of yourself.
The NFL started the workshop in 2007 for players interested in pursuing a second career. Players like Devin McCourty, Richard Sherman, and Jason Kelsey have all taken the workshop before starting their analyst jobs. One hopeful this year, Brandon Graham. Here's a little of his work from the boot camp.
Him knowing the scheme and then having the weapons that he had. He only had Justin Jefferson in Minnesota, and he made it work.
The defensive end has played more games for the Philadelphia Eagles than anyone in team history.
Does this feel in some ways like starting all over again?
Oh yeah, like a rookie all over again. You ain't gonna get it all, right in the beginning, but just take it one day at a time. Enjoy.
The defensive end has played more games for the Philadelphia Eagles than anyone in team history.
Does this feel in some ways like starting all over again?
Oh yeah, like a rookie all over again. You ain't gonna get it all, right in the beginning, but just take it one day at a time. Enjoy the whole process.
Why did you want to be a part of this workshop?
Because I wanted to put myself to the test and to see if I got what it takes to be, in this space.
One of those key experts who knows what it takes is Fred Godelli.
You've got to develop all those other areas as well.
Executive producer of Sunday Night Football and Thursday Night Football.
These are guys who have spent their entire careers working really hard, whether in season or off season training, trying to find that extra edge that's going to help them on the field. And one of the things that I always tell them is what made you great as a player, you're going to have to do those same things to be great as a broadcaster.
You all are putting them through real types of reps that we get on live TV. Are you seeing improvement from some of these players in real time?
Yeah, like their first takes, they're all a little nervous. They're not really sure what to expect. They get a little tongue-tied. But after they've done it once, you kind of see the bravado that a professional athlete has to have take hold, and they're much better the second time around.
The league now holds the camp at their Los Angeles studios and has expanded training to podcasts and newer media.
I think any quarterback's going to have an opportunity for success if you have that offensive line.
As some players, like 8-time Pro Bowler and current podcaster Cam Jordan, put it into immediate use.
I love all of my notes that I've been taking over the last 2 days. I love the idea that whatever we've been hearing, it's always be authentic, be yourself. And things like I'm doing now, the part, you're supposed to take that out, right? I'm supposed to take a minute, breathe.
Is it a little bit like watching game film?
That I've been taking over the last 2 days. I love the idea that whatever we've been hearing, it's always be authentic, be yourself. and things like I'm doing now, the part, you're supposed to take that out, right? I'm supposed to take a minute, breathe.
Is it a little bit like watching game film as you study?
Absolutely. I'm just trying to make all my notes more pertinent for me.
Adding that repetition to reputation and aiming for success.
There's an old saying, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And if you can say it in a way that, makes an audience perk up their ears, makes an audience smile, has impact on an audience, you've got a chance to have a pretty solid career.
So guys, I'm actually here in Baltimore ahead of Thursday Night Football's Ravens-Bengals matchup tonight, and Ravens long snapper Nick Moore was one of those guys in the broadcasting boot camp. Imagine the positions he has been in. Games on the line, he's got to snap for a field goal. And yet he said participating in the broadcast boot camp was one of the most nerve-wracking things he's ever done. He said he was sweating bullets. He thought he was the only one. But when he started comparing notes with the other players, he said, we all were. It was such a step outside of their comfort zones. And he said, Tom Brady's shown him it's not as easy as it looks.
You're right. You make it look easy, though, Kaylee.
Yeah.
Sure do.
It's like imagine us on the football field.
Yeah,
We think you're riding bullets.
I've always thought, like, the guys who do it well, it's the highest